Well, hey everybody, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to play a really beautiful fingerstyle guitar version of Silent Night. And this is quite an easy arrangement to play. I hope you'll check out the free tab that I've provided in the link below. You just put in your email address and you'll get sent instantly a full score of this arrangement. It starts off in the key of G major and then it goes to the key of E major. I'm going to go through in explicit detail everything I do in this arrangement, but the thing I want you to focus on is having the melody be played really clearly above the chords. So that's the idea, is we have a melody and we have the chords. It's less about the picking pattern with the right hand, and it's less about the rhythm of the song because it's kind of a slow ballad-like piece. But that melody is really key. So I don't use fingernails on my right hand. I am using a thumb pick. Here, you can just use the flesh of your thumb. In fact, that'll sound really beautiful in this arrangement because it's a very soft, delicate piece. And I'm in standard tuning. When I recorded this song for my Christmas Au Chalet album, which is a full album of solo fingerstyle acoustic Christmas arrangements, I tuned down my guitar one whole step because I liked that deeper, resonant sound. But to make it easier on everybody here, I'm just in standard tuning here. So we start off, like I said, in the key of G major. Let's jump into it right away. So we're going to start off playing this G chord. I'm playing a little bit of an unusual inversion with the left hand, but it's quite a cool inversion. I'm using the thumb on the left hand to play the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and I'm using my middle finger to play the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And the reason I'm using that thumb is it's going to allow us to have a little more freedom when playing the melody notes up top. If you don't want to use your thumb, you can play it like that, using the middle finger and the ring finger to play those two notes. But I encourage you to try using the thumb. And with the right hand, we're going to do a bit of a roll here, getting that sound. Going from the thumb to the index finger on the 4th string, middle finger on the 3rd string, and then ring finger on the 2nd string. So there's just 4 notes being played in this chord. Once more. Then we play an open D with the thumb. We play an open E with the ring finger of the right hand. That D note, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the middle finger of the right hand. Open G, a little pickup note. That's the first bar. So we have once more. Remember, we're trying to pull all the beauty out of those melody notes. So it's worth taking even the first bar of the song, such a simple little phrase, and trying to extract all the beauty you can from it. Then we hammer on from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and we play that low bass note at the same time. Okay? So we're just playing those 2 notes. 2nd fret of the 3rd string with the index finger. Thumb on the 3rd fret of the low E. Hammering on to the 4th fret. And this goes by pretty quickly. It's going to be a little more difficult to hold that chord for an extended period of time like we will when we're learning it. When we're playing the song, it goes by pretty quick, so it won't need to be held for as long. It'll be a bit easier. Okay, so we do that hammer on. 2nd fret to the 4th fret. We play the low D note again. Then we play the index finger and the middle finger, on the right hand that is, on that open G note and that D note. We're back at that to that original G chord. Just playing those 2 notes. So the first 2 bars, which happen to be the same as the second 2 bars, sounds like this. So let's just look at that second bar in a little more detail. Hammering on from the 2nd to the 4th fret, the same time as playing that low E string, 3rd fret with the thumb. Play open D, then we play the 3rd fret, the 2nd string, and the open G together. Open D, open G, open D. Just a couple of notes to give that feeling of continuity between the phrases. So that's the first 4 bars of the song. Once more. Then we go to this D chord, which is first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and pinky on the 5th fret of the 1st string. Again, we do a bit of a roll here with the right hand going thumb, index, middle, ring. And the melody is so we want to pay special attention to that high A note, 5th fret with the 1st string. And we just do a little bit of an arpeggio there, going 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret. Something like that. You can just change the arpeggios if you want. The important thing is to get the chords and the melody right. Then we come down to a D7 chord here, and that should be a chord that's familiar with everybody. This is a really common open chord on the guitar. We're hammering on from that first string open. Then we go to this D7 chord, and we hammer on from the open E to that 2nd fret on the E string, like that. To do a little exercise for the right hand. Left hand, I'm sorry. And we're just doing a little arpeggio. Like that. So the D chord. So we go hammer on with the left hand, and then we go 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. It's just a nice little arpeggio. And then we play this G chord, which is very similar to the first G chord, except we have one more note and a little bit of a different fingering. So we have the pinky playing the 3rd fret of the high E string, and the ring finger playing the 3rd fret of that 2nd string, the B string. And we do another little roll on those chords. And I actually use the pinky on my right hand, which not a lot of people do, to play the full roll: thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. We do a little bit of a roll there, going D, open D that is, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, open D. Then hammering from the 1st fret of that 2nd string to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, within that G chord. Because the melody from the D chord onward is so I'm sure you can hear how it's all fitting together now from the top. like I said, the important thing is to get the melody and the chords. The rolls on the right hand, not quite as important, but they're all tabbed out for you anyway. Then we play a C add 9 chord, and the next 4 bars sounds like this. And then actually repeats those 4 bars. So that C add 9 chord is 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 3rd fret. The fingering is middle finger on that 3rd fret of the 5th string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 4th string, gets so confusing, open G, then ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then on the right hand, we play the 4th string, 2nd string, and then open E, hammering on the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret on the high E string with the left hand. A little bit of a strum, just a light strum, sounds like this in context. And then we do a little hammer on pull off as fast as you can. And if you're having trouble doing these little pull-offs, please check out my daily exercises course at invisibletechnique.com, because that daily exercises course has some left-hand exercises that'll really strengthen your ability to do these hammer-ons and pull-offs, the little articulations that help the melodies speak through. So invisibletechnique.com is where you find that daily exercises course. It's a very easy course to take. And then we just repeat the same bar that we played earlier in the song. It's actually the same as the first bar of the song, except we're hammering on. And you don't have to do that hammer if you don't want. You could just play. But I like to do the hammer on. So that bar is bar 11 in the score. Same as the first bar essentially, but just with this hammer on. From the 1st fret to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then we just repeat that same phrase. We're near the end of this. Then we play a D5 chord. It's a 5 because it has no 3rd in it. It's just D, A, D, A. Played open D, and then 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. And the fingering is just like I'm doing there. 1st finger, 2nd finger, pinky. And then we slide up after playing just a little bit of an arpeggio, and then we slide up. So we do that roll on that chord, thumb, index, middle, ring, slide up to that chord, which is open D, 5th fret with the 1st finger, 7th fret with the ring finger, pinky playing the 8th fret of the high E string. And then we take the pinky off and let the 1st finger be barred. This might be the most difficult chord of the song. To play that A, 5th fret, and then F sharp, 7th fret of the B string. So that phrase is stick with it. I know it's tricky, but you can do it. So there's more of those little rolls once more slowly. D, D5, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, sliding from the 5th fret to the 8th fret, playing the roll, thumb, index, middle, ring with the right hand, and then 5, 5, 7, 5, and then big G chord here, just like we played earlier in the song, bar 7, so we're at bar 19 now. Then we do this tricky little chord, which is a combination of a fretted note, the 10th fret of the 5th string, and then the pinky playing 12th fret, 12th fret, 12th fret harmonic. So when we play a harmonic, we want the pinky, or we want the finger to be directly above the fret, not in the middle of the fret, but directly above the fret, so those harmonics can ring nice and clearly. And here, we're just playing, like I said, the 10th fret of the 5th string, and then the pinky playing 12, 12, 12 on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. In context, okay, it's actually harmonic, 12 on the 4th string, 12 on the 2nd string, 12 on the 4th string, and then 10. And then we just have this phrase. So we just play that G chord, but we just play the low E string and the high E string together. We'll play the open D, and then we play the open G and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string together. And then open B and open G together. Repeating that bar once more. Then we play this D chord with an F sharp in the bass, but we hammer on from the 1st fret to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And we do, again, a little roll with the right hand, finger roll, play the open D, and then we play the 2nd fret and the 1st fret together. And then we play the 2nd fret, open string, 2nd fret, within that chord, resolving to a G. From there, the arrangement modulates to the key of E major, so it sounds like this. Etc. So I'm going to break that modulation down now, but if you're a beginner player, you're fairly new to fingerstyle guitar and learning the G part of the song was a real challenge, then I recommend you just stay with that G part and get really comfortable with it and just practice trying to articulate the melody as clearly and as beautifully as you can. So I'll play the G part once more, and if you'd like to learn the E modulation, stay tuned. Coming right up. If you're enjoying the video this far, I hope you'll check out my daily exercises course at invisibletechnique.com. I've had so many rave reviews from people who've had their playing greatly improved by the course. It's a very simple series of easy to follow exercises that I know will help your guitar playing. I've been doing these exercises for 15 years plus now. So do check those out at invisibletechnique.com, which is my teaching platform. Okay, so we've modulated from G major up to a B7 chord to E major. It's a common trick to go from the key you're in to the 5 of the key you're modulating to. In this case, we're going from the key of G major, walking up to a B7 chord, which is the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of E major, which is where we're going to play the next portion of the song, sounding like this. So we start off with just a regular E major chord, open E, and we play the melody on that open B string, and then the pinky comes down and plays the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. So we do that same roll, and I kind of do a bit of a grab on those two melody notes. Just grab the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string twice. Pinky on the 2nd fret for the melody, then open E, and then sliding from the 4th fret to the 6th fret with the low E playing at the same time. And then 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then pinky, 7, 7, 7. And those 7, 7, 7 are harmonics. So it's pretty cool to play a chord like that and have harmonics ringing out over the chord. So we slide up from the 4th fret to the 6th fret, the 4th string, and then we play those two harmonic notes with the pinky. And the first 2 bars of the song repeat. So we've now learned the first 4 bars of the song. So the second time, it's just a small detail. We play 7, 7, and then 12th fret on the high E harmonic. Just kind of a nice touch, I think. Then we play this B chord, and you could play it as a bar chord. I don't much like playing bar chords. I like to play it like this, which is not the most comfortable chord position, but it goes by pretty quickly. So it's 7, 9, 9, 8, 7. We do the roll. We play that arpeggio again. And we hammer on from the 6th fret to the 8th fret within that chord. Because the melody is... And that hammer on really gives it some personality. It's just boring, but... gives it a little more character. And then we go to open E, melody, high E to the B. So we're on bar 31 and 32 here. So far in this modulation section we have and then we hammer on into this A chord. So we're basically playing that A shape and hammering on from the 4th fret to the 6th fret, and then sliding from the 4th fret to the 5th fret on the B string. And we're going to change to this position down here. Open, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, and then sliding from the 4th fret to the 5th fret, and walking down from the E to E flat, C sharp, back to an E major chord. You can play the harmonics there if you want. I think in the tab I actually don't. I just play. Then we just repeat that same melody. But this time we stay with that chord. It's kind of a nice way to get those notes to ring out against one another. Harmonics come back, and we play that same B chord. But this time we had the pinky slide up from the 9th fret to the 10th fret. And then we play 7th fret on the 2nd string, 8th fret on the 3rd string. So it's B, pinky up to the A melody note. And then open E. And this tricky little chord, it's a bit of a finger stretcher. So it's open E, and then 2nd fret of the 4th string, 4th fret of the 3rd string, open B, and then hammering on. And we do the finger roll there. And then we just play a couple of arpeggiated notes. Last page of the score now. And then we just go. And then we play this final series of chords. So it's just open E. There's the melody notes. Right within that chord. And then B7. And then a little bit of a bend on the 4th fret of the 4th string. And then we play this little run. Something like that. So we're going open A, and then 2-2-5, and then playing what is an E triad with a G sharp in the bass. So 4-2-4-5, and then 3-2-2-5, and then F sharp minor 7, and holding that to play what's kind of like a B7 sus chord, and then ending on this E major add 9. Open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 1st fret, open, open. And then I just do a little harmonic. Which is a fun little technique. Not essential, you can just finish on a big, beautiful E major 9 if you want. If you want to learn about how I play harmonics, download the tab and you'll be added to an email sequence in which you just might get a free lesson on harmonics, depending on when you download the score, that is. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you enjoyed the arrangement of Silent Night. It's just such a beautiful song, and it's a good tune to practice the art of articulating a beautiful, simple, timeless melody. I'll play it once more for you. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Take care.